Hey guys, uh, doing a little bit of gameplay today and some speculation because we are getting the. I'm filming this on Tuesday. We're getting the new promo on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. The AKA promo. Huh. So he played against me. That's weird. But I'm going to be doing some speculation on stuff like what players I think we might be getting in the next promo. Gonna be doing some arena grinding because we do know Draft Champion's coming back. And I haven't been doing much in the arena so far this week. Not that it won't help. I mean, I've literally got all my offensive position units up to level 4, my defensive position units up to level 4, special teams to level 6, and then the other boosts, the bigger ones. You know, your special teams boost, I got that up to level 5. So if I boost that one more time, but I think it might only be level 4. Yeah, it's level 5 now. But like I got level 6 on punt returner, 6 on punter, 6 on kick returner, 6 on kicker. Yeah, you can really tell here that I got screwed this promo. And I got 4 on my safeties, 4 on my corners, 4, I believe it's like 4 or 5 on my linebackers. Got 4 on my DNs, 4 on my D tackles. I got 4 on O line, 4 on receiving core, 4 on tight ends, 4 on halfback, 4 on quarterback. But this is pretty much the team, and one of my things I'm thinking for this coming promo is I think they might be doing Super Bowl as in promo after this. So I'm pretty sure that any team that made the playoffs might have a lower chance of getting a card, especially active players. So, for example, I don't think players like Amon-Ra St. Brown as the Sun God are going to have a high likelihood. Although I do think that one possibility is playmaker, Michael Irvin, as one of the wide receivers. Now keep in mind, there's only I was doing some research. If we get no guard, we know who it is. We get no tackle, we know who it is. There's been 5 total offensive linemen in the history of the NFL with iconic nicknames. But the thing is, one of them is an O tackle. Well, there's 2 of them that are O tackles, but Madden only actually has the rights to put one of them in the game. Because there's Lou the Toe Groza, but he's from way before John Madden. Literally, he retired him. I think it was like he retired very much pre-Super Bowl era. So he's pretty much out of contention. What the heck? Why is it lagging? But that only leaves us with Teron Armstead, who I'm not entirely sure he'll get a card because he does currently have a card available in packs. So that only leaves us with 3 players. In Landon Dickerson, aka Big Country. Him, I don't think, because, like I said, I have my doubts about whether or not they're going to give cards to teams that made the playoffs. So I highly doubt him. And then the bad thing is that pretty much rules out, all centers. Because the only 2 centers in the NFL with iconic nicknames are actually the current starters for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ryan Jensen, at least I believe he's the current starter for the Chiefs, for the Bucs. know he was with him at one point, but Ryan the Red Tornado Jensen and Creed Country Strong Humphrey. I honestly wouldn't mind a Country Strong because I am actually a fan of his. I don't like the Chiefs. I do like him. I've been a fan of his since before he was actually with the Chiefs because he went to Oklahoma. Oklahoma is my favorite college. And he's one of the greatest offensive linemen we've ever had. And I mean, and before you say, y'all haven't had good linemen, we literally have the top 2 offensive tackles in the NFL right now. Lane Johnson and Trent Williams are both former Sooners. So, I'm pretty sure Country Strong's and Big Country could pretty much be ruled out. So, that pretty much says I have my doubts about whether us having a chance at offensive line. I'm not going to lie, I do have a lot of doubt about O-line. But that just means more skill position. Now, the card that I think is pretty easy to expect is that we'll get a kick returner. Because we haven't had one this promo. And we didn't get one in December. Literally, that DJ Dallas is available in packs right now, the one I have, that's the newest kick returner, if I'm not mistaken. And of all the people that have returned kicks, there's one that stands out and is like massively popular. Players love him. They pay for to get him when he comes into the game. And that's Devin Anytime Hester. He tends to make EA money when he gets cards, which explains why he doesn't get cards all the time, because they don't want people to stop paying for him. So I do believe Devin Hester as a kick returner is very much a possibility for the next promo. So I doubt we'll get a kicker. Even if we do, my bet is that it's probably going to be something like Greg Zuerlein as Greg the Leg. But I don't doubt the retired Super Bowl player, the retired playoff teams players. I'm just doubting the current ones. So I don't think Amon-Ra St. Brown will get a card as the Sun God. But if he wasn't in packs right now, I wouldn't actually doubt that Calvin Johnson would get a card as Megatron. But the cards in packs actually create some complications in certain positions. Because when you think I know when I think iconic nicknames on tight ends, the first 2 players to come to mind are Gronk and the Duke. But the Duke got a card last month in the Vault promo. And Gronk has a card available in packs from the Game Changers promo. So I'm not entirely sure if one of them will get a card. So in other words, I'm not sure if a tight end will get a card. I mean, we did get Christian Gonzalez this promo, but I do think we're getting at least somebody in the receiving core that isn't Devin Hester. Or, in packs or active on a playoff team. Although, if they are going to get into a playoff team, it might be a team that they're predicting would have lost in the last round and they've already made the card. Which means I'm pretty sure we can actually flat out rule out the Chiefs and the Lions. But that would create complications because we can't eliminate any of the other 6 teams to make the playoffs. Speaking of the playoffs, what the hell happened to the Minnesota Vikings? They were dominant throughout the stretch of the season. And in these last two games they played against the Lions and the Rams, they got bent over. And it wasn't even like they were playing close games. No, Sam Darnold and the Vikings were getting bent over by halftime and getting slaughtered. I mean, heck, by halftime, both games pretty much had already been decided they were going to lose. Because for some reason they're under the impression that they can't play offense and they can't play defense. I mean, they can play defense in the first half, but once that halftime comes around, they've already pretty much lost, and their defense pretty much just, stops existing. Basically, it turns into the Bengals defense. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of the other positions I think might get cards. Like I said, I have my doubts about O-line. Don't know who may get cards at tight end. But if we do get a running back, my bet is that it's actually a power back archetype. Because I have three that I think will be like big time possibilities. And those are All Day, the Bus. I got All Day, the Bus, and dang it, what was his name? I had him on the tip of my tongue just a half second ago. Oh, Beast Mode. Now, of those three, I honestly had the most doubt about Beast Mode. Because, he does already have a card. But my doubt on him is only about as big as my doubt on Devin Hester. Because him and Devin Hester actually both have cards in the same month. Because Hester had a most feared card, and Beast Mode was the special team training player from October. Oh, man. I hate it when that happens to me. Dude, I've had one of the games that time expired, but literally all I did was a kick return. And it's not even like I pulled any of that shenanigans where, I was like going around, dodging all their players. Nope, I pretty much caught the ball, returned it for 4 yards, and went out of bounds. Because at that point, my kick returner was pretty fumble prone, if that makes sense. So I went ahead and I returned it. This happened over the weekend. But I returned it. I literally had 2 seconds come off the clock. Out of time expired. And that was on the first flipping drive. Let's see. Outside linebacker, there's one player that I'm thinking Cornelius Bennett as Biscuit is probably our most likely outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, I'm actually thinking Mike Singletary as Samurai is the most likely possibility. Let's see if Tyler finished his drive. I know how to play against this defense. Another halfback possibility is if we get a fullback, my bet is that it's probably going to be Mike Alstott. Mike Alstott as A-Train. Quarterback, it's probably going to be a good scrambler archetype. I'm not saying strong arm or improviser as like a good scrambling archetype. Because trust me, you know what you're doing, you can scramble with either one of those. I'm just saying, flat out, the most likely ones are Johnny Manziel as Johnny Football or Cam Newton as Superman. Okay, I'll admit that I did say I knew how to go against this defense, but this, I have never seen this defense give up a one-play touchdown. I'm going to hand this off to Green. There you go, Tiger. Then let's see. At corner, the two most likely players to get cards are the two most likely corners that they'll give cards to willingly is Darrelle Revis and Deion Sanders. Now, Deion Sanders currently has a Black Friday card in packs, so I think he's out. So I'm going to have to say the most likely corner is actually going to be Darrelle Revis. Safety, the most likely, the ones that they'll give cards to will either be Bam Bam, Cam Chancellor, or Paul Krause as center fielder. Or potentially Brian Dawkins as Weapon X. Now I was thinking about it, Weapon X is actually the most likely because people have been pissed off that he hasn't gotten a card yet. That just essentially leaves D-line. Now, I do think that the most likely of all defensive line players is probably the recently retired Aaron Donald as Terminator. But that just leaves defensive end. And there are two particular players that have decent odds here. Now there's J.J. Watt as Milkman, which, frankly, I kind of have my doubts about. Just because he'd have to have Cardinals or Texans chemistry. He's not really known for either of those. So, I mean, they're going to give the cards mainly to the ones with the biggest fan bases in the game, right? The ones that have the most users. But there's less Cardinals and Texans users than Cowboys users. And the other option is Ed Jones as Too Tall. Before you say anything, no, I am not making that name up. Ed Jones, Too Tall. They called him that because it was a pain in the ass to pass around him if he got any pass rush. Because even if he tried to lob that pass, he could literally just stick his arm up in the air and swat it down. Because he was too tall for you to be passing around him. That's why his quarterback started calling him Too Tall. But he's Dallas Cowboys. Never played for any other team, so he'd have to have Cowboys chemistry. So that pretty much covers all the in-game positions, except for punter or punt returner. Punt returner, I don't think we'll get, because the only person they could really give that to would be Deshaun Jackson as Bojack. But I'm pretty sure we could rule him out because he just got a punt returner card. So even if he gets a card, it's not going to be punt returner. Which would mean punter. Which, honestly, I'm going to go with Scotty Gilliam. Reggie Gilliam, the Scottish Hammer. Because frankly, he's got a decent fan base and tends to be a decent punter anytime he gets a card. Hey, what's this? Get a championship run pack. Come on, be somebody good. Elijah Molden. Literally one of the very few I don't need. Oh, there's a lot I don't need, honestly. But, as you can see, I'm using Shooter Focus 2 Moldens for this. I only actually like doing it this way if I have dupes of the players. Like, I won't use 2 players unless I have an extra one that stays in the trade, so I don't accidentally turn them in. I need to pick up Cody Barton and Chauncey Galston. And then I'll go play another drive against Tiger Man. Need a Cody Barton. And I need a Chauncey Galston. I'm going to pull those out that way. As soon as I do this, I go ahead and put them in the trade. I'm going to go ahead and let the animation run on this one. Oh, they're both new. Both of those are actually extremely helpful for me. Not like just helpful as in they'll make the team or they'll make my roster look better. Those two actually help me with getting the achievements. Hopefully this one is not Phillips or Molden. Honestly, I know nobody was doing it, but I'm glad I didn't go after Boswell this promo or this field pass. Because pulling the promo kicker and then building a field pass kicker who's the same overall would kind of suck. Honestly, I am going after this guy, Ronnie Lott. Before you ask why I already got a Freeney, I was put in a situation where if I took the epic Freeney, I could get the resources I need. Because he was going to be a -1 over against my Yeturgos Matos that I had in. So I put him in, right? And then that was a -1. But it gives me enough. It gave me enough so I could put oh, dang it. I went too far. Come on. It allowed me to put Yeturgos Matos in this trade. Now, this one guaranteed you 175,000 coins. I was 120,000 short of being able to get plus 14 overall, right? Because I could boost my defense. But that guarantees me plus 14 overall. I was 9 overall short on getting the iconic Dwight Freeney. So essentially, I just used that epic Dwight Freeney as a weapon to get the iconic Dwight Freeney. If that makes sense. But let's go back to playing Tiger. Keep forgetting I played him a lot. Film, how did I stop him? He does have a turnover. On the third drive, let's see. He's using an outdated Hester, I don't know why. He got Dickerson for 8 yards. Bowers for 7 yards. No gain. Pass to Moss for 22. Got it 5 with Dickerson. 2 with Dickerson. Completed a pass to Bowers for 3. Got a rush for 2 yards with Dickerson. And then my paper play. Cover 4 drop zone. Got Jones. My free safety. A pick. Don't mind my free safety taking the ball away. Don't mind that at all. And here's the best part about running a smash mouth offense. If you go up against Tiger Man, passing the ball is, it's not even dumb against him. It is flat out stupid. There is no other description for it. It's flat out stupid. Okay, he's got one heck of an outdated kicker. Okay, he's got iconic Bosa. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure that actually is his 3-4 linebacker. Let me go scout him real quick. He's got Bosa as his left outside linebacker. I know for a fact Burlacker is my left outside linebacker. It's just got two middle linebackers. I'm gonna go halfback Sting. Take this puppy right up the middle. Okay. Get that first down. I don't think this is the same defense that's scored against when I scored on this play. Yeah. Honestly, you shouldn't expect to see a not great defense out of Tiger Man. He's all around is an amazing defensive mind. Speaking of the 49ers, my bet is that if we get a Deion Sanders and AKA, it won't have 49ers chemistry. It'll have one of his other teams that didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I'm not passing against Tiger Man. Tiger Man's actually kind of a beast against the passing game. So, I mean, heck, most of the reason I'm able to shut down the passing game is advice that me and him came up with together. The one difference between the two of us is that he's got a way better receiving core. I'm open. Open. Come on, boy. Let's go. Gibbs with the touchdown. I'm going to give it back to Gibbs. Turn that up slightly and target my center's back. Don't ask why I targeted the center's back there. It's essentially a safe space. They have trouble walking just right through your players. They can go in between two of your players, but they can't just phase through your players like they're a ghost. So if you go right behind your player and your player's a good yard or two deep, you can literally just ram right into his back and you got the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. It's actually one of the best tips I've ever discovered. Yeah. Also, if you need a new league and you're watching this, apply to Toilet Bowl Sitters. We need a new member. Bad. We may not even get to stay in Elite 3 if we don't get a new member. We need one now. I'm going to go ahead and do this. This will allow me to go ahead and get an Uncommon Plus pack. Got no guard. Don't mind pulling no guard. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. You continue to put work in for this. Oh, dang. I'm looking for championship run. Still putting in work to get uncommons. I just keep on doing the 100 kind of stamina one. Just because that one does actually provide me the best odds. I mean, like, it's got the best stamina ratio. Like this one, spend 20, get under 90, get under 2,000, so that's, 1,890, you're not even getting a full 1 to 10, 10 to 1 ratio, like 10 coins for 1 stamina. Not even getting that. Well, not 100 coins for 200 coins for 1 stamina. Is this one, on the other hand, it's 10,650 coins for 100 stamina. You're getting close to 100 coins per stamina over here. So I'd always say go for that one. Championship Run Daily 1. Draft Champions. This one, I do have a video planned. I got something good coming for y'all. You just keep your eye out for it. You're gonna like this. Ideally, I'd like to be able to complete at least 2 or 3 of the, at least the core stamina one and the arena one, and then I'll save the rest of my cash. That way I can do another full draft. But I have a challenge. I got a challenge, Will. Oh, I got a challenge idea, and it's planned, but I'm gonna be filming it when the new field pass, when the new thing drops. Let's see. But I guess that's kind of everything. Yeah, let's get that 40 stamina. That'll actually help put a tiny little dent into my 4,500 stamina that I have to use. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna have to go now. Guess I'll see you in the next video. But if you are watching this, go ahead and comment what your team's overall is. See you in the next video.